Hello, lovelies. Happy day freaking 9. Holy moly. Today is going to be all about expression. Hold on, let me check something just on here. Oh, there we go. I'm seeing me. Let me see you guys. Okay, there we are. Beautiful. So today is going to be all about expression. That is our theme. We are coming to that peak of this beautiful metamorphosis that we've been going through. Before we get started, just writing in the chat, how are you feeling this morning? In truth and in authenticity, what is here? What is honest to you? So I'm going to name this for you. And my truth and honesty, authenticity is, I was like, oh shit, today's expression. I just started my period. I want to hide in a hole, but I have to go online today and I got to hold space. So how does that work? And so, initially with my mind, here's the mind coming in. I'm like, ooh, outward expression. My earrings I've been dying to wear. I've been wanting to wear these. I'm going to wear them today. And I love them and I'm happy they're here. And I'm also really tired and sad and feeling a lot of things today. And I'm also really joyful too. And I know that it's welcome for all those parts to be here now. So I just want you all to hear this, because I know sometimes there's this pressure that because we created something and it's supposed to look a certain way, but that's not true to you in the moment. I like to name it. And also that expression does not need to be joy and happiness. It can also be grief and anger and sadness. Like this new belief system that we created, it doesn't need to bypass and I know we did the rewire and we have this new belief system and now we integrated it and then we're putting it into expression, but that doesn't mean it needs to look a certain way. It's just being honest and coming back to the truth you have within yourself based on these new beautiful beliefs that we are holding. Does this make sense for you guys? My womb is speaking. My period's talking today. So for those of you that are new, welcome. What a great way to be introduced. My name is Michelle Argyris, and I am a certified trauma-informed breathwork expert. I said on the other calls, I've had the pleasure of using breathwork in so many ways and holding women at the deepest level. And it's just been such an honor over the years. And so I'm really happy to be able to do this for 10 days. And I'm tired. I'm tired today. And I'm still happy to be here. And something I had to sit with actually before getting on this call today with my assistant, Quinn, who also, can we just hear it for Quinn? She's been helping me this entire summit. I just want to can we glitter love her, because she's really been so helpful. I needed to get on with her earlier and I'm like, can I just express? Speaking of expression, she's like, yes. I'm like, I just started to cry because I'm excited we're coming towards the end, and I'm really sad because, we create these beautiful communities and these connections, and it's such a beautiful space. It's like, it's kind of like when the sun goes down and you're like, you just want to hold on to that last little sliver, but then makes you love that little sliver so much more. And then you get to see what's going to come up the next day, right? The next sunshine's going to come up the next day. So, I just wanted to be raw this morning, because if I were to sit here and jump around and be like, yay, I don't know how true that would be to me in this moment. So thank you all for being here with me too as we do this healing as a collective, because this really truly is a collective space. So thank you for holding me as well. And so I'm going to read what I had written down, which is that the inner truth starts to take form. Hold on. Before I do that, let me check the chat. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Second day period. Yeah, let's go, Joanna. I've been rubbing my stomach this whole time too. It hurts. Ow. Yeah, angry and disappointed in yourself. Okay, Osset, thank you for naming that. Yes, very angry, and I realize I've been letting a client. Okay, so anger, my body's aching and okay, so I wasn't alone. All right, okay, so this makes sense now. So if I was jumping around joyful today, that might have been a huge trigger for most of us. Tender, tired, yes, raw, activated. Okay, all right, I see what's happening here. This all makes sense. Beautiful. Okay, and energized too. Great. All right, so we're feeling it today. So that is a collective share here, right? So when we dive into expression, I wrote the inner truth starts to take form. So we rewire, right? We went to the rewire. Then we talked about the integration with divinity. And then it's acknowledging the rewire, and then there needs to be movement, right? There's like an expression to this new belief that we now carry. And what does that expression need to look like? We don't freaking know right now because we're thinking about it. But when we get into the breath work, I invite you to really start to play with your voice. And I know we've like gently started to do this over time, to play with your breath. Right? Maybe you breathe in a different way. Maybe you start breathing in some other random way and it's not following my cue. That's totally fine. Maybe you're wanting to do movement. Maybe there's just something that's got to move. Okay. Or maybe you want to tap, or you want to and just like get it out. That's available. Maybe this will be a really blissful experience for you. Right? So just being open to whatever needs to come through. And then I wrote this down. So this part, the expression can be scary because it's letting yourself be seen. I wrote this, letting myself be seen as I am becoming. So it took an unbecoming to do the rewire. Then we're re-becoming into this newness. But being seen in that newness can be really scary. Like one thing I know I want to do more is express and even saying it out loud, look, my throat just tightened up. See, there we go. Cues, our bodies are so smart. I want to start expressing how I really feel, not just a palatable way so everyone feels comfortable in the space, but like actually just saying, what I think. And by doing that, of course, I'm going to have people be like, screw off. And I'm going to have people be like, finally someone said something, right? But at the end of the day, who cares? Because we're going to have our people and then we're going to not have our people, regardless of what we put out there. So we may as well just stand really true to who we are and what we believe in. So that's a scary thing. So there's an example, right? So my invitation for you all, as we start to express, just notice what's scary about the expression. And I think that when we stop worrying about what other people think and we start to really just authentically sit in who we are, so much anxiety just goes away, and then we can serve so much deeper. It comes back to that palatability I know we talked about on other calls, versus being really precise on who you are, how you want to serve, and why we are here. We can't do that if we're trying to satisfy everybody. Like, it just doesn't work. So with that said, can I get some little sprinkles if that's resonating for y'all right now? Okay, perfect. Yeah, Jess. Yeah, Jess. I see you every day, girlfriend. So happy you're here. Thank you. Okay. So, let me say a few things about breathwork because I see some new faces in here today too. Hi, Jamie. Good to see you again. That chair, our egg chairs. I feel connected through our egg chairs. Dominica, babe. Emily, good. Andrea. So a few things about breathwork, and those of you guys could probably start teaching this now by the time you've heard me say this so many times, but again, for the new breathers, I'm going to say it. So the first thing is, if you have a history of seizures or a heart condition or might be pregnant today, what do? Slow the breath. Oh my gosh, Liz is in here. Hi, Liz. Okay, nice gentle breaths in through the nose. Exhale. And you're going to stick to a very gentle breath the entire time, okay? Otherwise, we're going to go into the second style breath. That is going to look like hand on chelly and best, on your chellies and your bests. Oh my God, I need to go to bed. On your belly and your chest, okay? All with the mouth. We're going to stick out the belly. There you go, chest. Exhale. Beautiful. And remember, it's really about filling as much air as you can. It's not about speed, it's about depth. So watch. Okay, you feel that? I'm pulling as much air as I can in, letting out as much air as I can out. Again, remember, it's conscious and connected, which means the breathing doesn't stall unless we're in some type of intentional top hold or bottom hold, and we're breathing for something. That intentionality and that awareness can really create your experience. So The other thing I want to name is tetany, just real quick. So sometimes numbness and tingling can happen because we're moving CO2 and oxygen throughout the body, okay? It is safe. However, if you don't love the feeling, you can do two things. One is to slow your breath down, or something we're going to be working on a lot today too on our next call with Leah is vocal expression, okay? So today's a beautiful day. And also our day is expression. So really using that. Let's try that together right now. I'm going to stand back so it's not annoying on this mic, okay? We're going to try things that are just really random, and you're going to do them with me because we're cool. That's why, okay? We're super cool, and we're going to do cool things right now, okay? We're going to go like this. Big inhale. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Okay, another one. Ready? Set. How dare you, girl? Tooting in the space here. Katrine. All together now, a collective fart, okay? Another one. We're just going to try some random shit just because. Then you don't need to do this in your breath work, but we're just like doing stuff because we can take up that space, okay? What's the next one? Okay, I got one. Big inhale. Yeah, does that feel good, Joanna? You're loving this, aren't you? All right, one more for Joanna. Okay, we're gonna just follow me, everybody. I love how this is our breath work today. This is so good. Okay, ready? Big inhale. Yeah? Oh my God. My newbies on this call today. Yeah, Joanna, let's go. My newbies on this call today are probably like, what the hell is this? But that's also so awesome, and thank you. Okay? Just that expression. Ugh. Like, if it feels good, don't worry about what people think, honestly, because when they watch you do that, like, did you guys just judge me, or were you like, oh my God, she just went there? That's kind of fucking cool. Right? So trust that when you also go there, it's also pretty freaking cool as well. All right? Yeah. All right. We're doing the thing today. Okay. So that's all I got to say. So let's get into the breath work. So you're going to lie down. If you can turn your camera on, even better. If you can't today, that's okay. All right. And you want to be lying flat if you can. Make sure there's no pillow under your head. If there is, maybe a very small one. And if you have a bad back, I really invite you to put a pillow under your knees. That feels really good for me. That's how I do my breath work. I generally put a little pillow under the knees, which feels really good. And yeah, otherwise, you got me for half an hour more. So if you needed to pop off at the 30-minute mark, that ain't happening. So make sure you put your clocks or alarms that you need. Otherwise, I'm going to be holding you guys until about 10:15 PST. Okay, so 30 minutes. All right. Let's do the thing. Okay. So for a moment, while you're lying there, I want you to tune in to what your cells are doing right now after just being silly. After that little moment of play we just had, I want you to just acknowledge and witness what that did to your body. What did it do to your body? The release, maybe some joy, some laughter, and just physically feeling what that did to your body in the space here now. And maybe just allowing this beautiful expression to live inside of our body. So allowing that expression to internalize first and allow her to sit in her truth before she starts to breathe. Where do you hold truth in your body today? Maybe taking a moment and really just feeling where you're holding truth in your body today. And if you feel called, maybe taking your hands, placing it on that area of truth, acknowledging and witnessing the information and the love that is there. Thanking this part of you for expressing herself to you here now. Yeah. And may you just sit with her for a moment without needing to fix, change anything. May you just give her more space. What is your truth? Before we express her, what is your truth? What is the truth of what is here now? Beautiful. Sitting without needing to add anything or take anything away. Just the fullness of your truth in the space here now. And maybe just gently feeling the earth holding you in this moment. The surface underneath you, your shoulders, your bum, your head. And just really feeling what it is like to be held in this moment here in your truth. Yes. What does it feel like to hold yourself in this moment in your truth? Giving her the acknowledgement that she deserves. And when this truth starts to reveal itself, we're going to start to move her with our breath, starting to express her with our breath. Taking a nice, beautiful inhale through the nose, filling up all the way. Fill good, and a nice exhale. Keep that up. Big inhale. And a nice exhale out the mouth. Beautiful. Good. Inhale. What is it that you want to express on your exhale? There you are. Good. Maybe it's soft. Maybe it's gentle. Maybe there's anger. Maybe there's resentment. May you move that with your breath. You got this. Good. In through the nose, out the mouth, conscious and connected. Beautiful. So good. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Oh, let it go. Release that. There you are. So good. Beautiful. Good. Keep it going. I'm right here. If any fear shows up, just get curious. Ask questions. ask your fear, what is it that you need? What may I provide you with right now? How can I breathe for you a little bit differently that makes you feel supported? There you go. Good. Keep it going, ladies. There's a flow, an energetic flow happening within the body, the giving and the receiving of air. There you are. Keep it going. Woo. Good. Exhale. Reminder, you can move your body if that feels intuitive, not because I said so. Yeah, you can tap, you can voice, you can yell. Good. Beautiful. I got you. I'm right here. You got this. Beautiful, Coco. Yes, Savija. Good, Gracie. Keep it going. You guys are doing so great. Beautiful, Maria. Yes, Emily. Good, Julie. Good. Good. We're going depth over width here, okay? Breathing in all of your air through the nose. And maybe a nice vocal exhale. There she is. Good. Beautiful. So good, ladies. Taking a nice inhale. We're going to hold it at the top on the next one. Good. Big inhale, big inhale. And hold. Sipping in your air, holding it at the top. In your hold, may you surrender to this hold. May you start to play with the edges, play with your hold a little bit. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the womb, relaxing the feet, relaxing the mind. Letting whatever's there to build, give her more space. And then we're going to release her together on the exhale. So giving it a bit more space, holding, and letting her go. Maybe you want to shake her out. Woo! Yeah, there you go. There she is. All right, let's have some fun with this, all right? Here we go. Belly, chest, exhale. Good. Beautiful. There she is. Beautiful. Keep it going. You got this. Listening to your body. Maybe you're needing to slow it down. Maybe you want to pick it up. You get to choose. Beautiful, ladies. Good. What would the sound be? Anything goes. Hi. Yes, there she is. So good. Hey. Beautiful. Continuing to breathe. So good. So good. Beautiful. Beautiful, ladies. You got this. If you're meeting your edge right now, thank her. Thank her for showing you exactly what you need to see. Good. Beautiful. Keep that going. Allowing the mind to rest, allowing the body to speak, allowing that internal expression, that internal truth to start to reveal itself, putting it into form, using your breath as a bridge. There you go. That's it. Yes. Woo! There you are. Beautiful. Beautiful, ladies. You got her. Let her know you've got her. You've got her. There she is. Woo! Beautiful. Keep it going. Coming back into the body. There you are. Good. Whew. Big, beautiful breath. Let's hold it at the top. Let's go into a delicious top hold. Good. We have one more song. Holding her at the top in her fullness, with liberation to her expression, in honor of her truth, in reverence of her truth. May you allow that to build internally in this hole, taking up all the space in the body. Beautiful. Holding her. Maybe you're wanting to move right now, but continue to hold your breath if you can. We're going to let go together in a second. Let it build. Let it build. This is our biggest release of the day. Let it build. Holding for about 4 more seconds. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Big exhale. There she is. So good, y'all. Keep that going. Ellie, chest, we're back in. We're going for one more round here. You got it. There you are. Beautiful. So good. I got you. Silencing the mind, listening to the body. She knows what to do. There you are. Maybe there's like a grunt that wants to come out. There you are. Allow her. Beautiful. So good. Good. We're in our final song. What would happen if you gave yourself full permission, a full fuck yes in your body? Not a maybe, not a palatability, a yes. What would that feel like with your breath? There you go. Hey, yes, there she is, coming online. Yes. Woo. Beautiful. Maybe it's stillness for her. Maybe she doesn't even want to move. Maybe she's shaking her tail feathers. Whatever works for you, you get to choose. Woo. So good. Allowing this beautiful expression to come up your pelvic, up the spine. There you go. Up your back, through the forehead, circulating down into the earth and right back into the body. That beautiful give and receive. There she is. Woo. What does permission feel like? So good. Woo. Good. Maybe you're wanting to shake it out a little bit. Maybe there's some shaking happening. Good. Yes, there she goes. That's it. Good. If she's feeling angry, maybe she just wants to slap down on the floor. Yeah, let her. Maybe there's a slap happening. So good. Maybe she's making a new shape, a new pattern, and owning it, starting to really become this pattern, not just see it, but become. Yeah, there you are. Woo. Beautiful. So good. We have about 1 more minute, y'all. Let your body take you where you want to go. This is all up to you. I'm not going to guide you where to go here. You get to choose. What is it? Final minute. There she is. Hey, like little dancing witches around the fire. Let's go. Woo! Not disregarding any grief, but adding some play in. Both can be here. You can have both at the same time. Woo! Beautiful, moving from your womb. There she is. Ha! Ha! Yes. Beautiful, ladies. We have about 3 more breaths. So good. 2 more. As deep as you can. Good. Last one. Big inhale. Sticking out your tongue, finding stillness, and letting the energy move. Your truth. Allowing your truth to be here now. Taking your final breath, you're going to hold it at the top. This time you hold for as long as you need.
I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me.
Letting go of your breath only when you're ready.
I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me.
Welcome to join in.
I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the
Allowing whatever whatever you need to feel to be here now. She's so welcome
will heal me.
in her full expression, regardless of what that looks like.
Release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me.
Oh, you got this. Your body knows how to soothe you here. Good. Trust that. Good, good, good.
And surrender
Yes.
to the flow of love that will heal me.
Nice breath in through the
I
nose.
release
Maybe a shh
control
on the exhale. Good.
and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me.
Honoring the need that it's here. Giving yourself exactly what she needs. Giving yourself more time. There's no rush. More space. More love.
And surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to
We're all on a different timeline. Respecting your timeline. Respect when you feel ready to release.
I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me.
Invitation to take 5 of your deepest, slowest breaths of the day.
Release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me.
And 2 more. Inhale.
I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me.
Last one here. Filling our air all the way in. And a beautiful exhale. Holding it at the bottom. Finding the truth in this space of this bottom hold. the love, the grief, the joy, the pain in me honors and sees the love, grief, joy, and pain in you, truly. May you allow her, permission her to express what is true and authentic to you always, which is also allowed to shift and change as we evolve day by day, moment by moment. May you continue to come back to your truth and what that means to you. And as we bring this new awareness, this new expression back into our bodies, we'll start to wiggle our hands, wiggle our toes. Oof, that was my neck. Maybe a nice stretch overhead. Good. And then slowly, gently starting to open your eyes. And then making your way back into the space. Take your time. Great job, ladies. Wow. Whoa. I was not expecting this today. That's what I love. The feminine way. We never know what's going to show up until we get there. And then we weave, right? There's no plan. You can't predict. It's attunement. And it's presence. So y'all really showed up with that today. I could see it and feel it. I know for some of you, this experience was softer, and for some of you, it was a wild ride. Some of you got on the horse and were like, yeah, let's go, right? I know that both are welcome. And just because you're riding the horse today doesn't mean you're going to want that stillness and cocoon tomorrow. And a reminder that we are cycles and seasons, baby. We are cycles and seasons. That is what we are. And so when we start to respect the cycles and seasons that we are in, we can start to express ourselves from the deepest truth. The truth that isn't performance-like. The truth that's actually honest. And may you be blessed in feeling courageous enough to be seen in that. I would love to open up this beautiful floor to you, ladies. If you want to write in the chat, what is present for you right now? Thank you for naming that. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you all for witnessing me here in this moment too. It's not easy, but it is what it is, and I feel a lot of love. And thank you for your share, Michelle, too. Every time we do this work, it's so different. And you're right. It's like when we drop our guards, as scary as it might be, it's where we can actually truly connect with one another. So thank you for naming that. Yeah. All right. Anyone else want to pop in? I feel some hearts beating in here. Let's hear them. Let's hear them. Thank you for your share. The period in me honors and sees the period in you right now. Thank you for the share. And ladies too, I know some of you jumped on today for the first time, but also, which is beautiful, and welcome. You're so welcome to this space, and I can't wait for like this journey to continue for you. And for those of you that have been on every single day, like consistency, the sustainability, like doing things once and then expecting like our whole life to change is not how it works. Like those of you that have been like Joanne, I can see the faces. I can see a bunch of you have been here every single day. Like that makes a difference. When you start to feel better in your body, the way you were just mentioning, Joanna, there was something you actively did that helped create that space for you, which thank you for naming me as a good space holder. I will receive that. However, if you're not open to give that to yourself and you're blocked off, there's many people that could have jumped on this call and probably have who started and was like, oh, I don't resonate with her, I'm out, right? Like it doesn't work and it's fine, right? So it's really you guys that are doing this. Like it's you saying yes to yourself over and over and over again. And it's not coming from a place of we have to show up for 10 days, although we have that challenge happening. So I know a lot of you are like, I want to get in on that challenge. But it's more about how can I sustainably keep showing up for myself? Because maybe doing breath work every day might be too much. So maybe, okay, after the summit, what can I do that feels sustainable to me? I know breath work works, so I definitely want it in my life. So does that mean I'm going to try to implement it maybe 3 times a week? Maybe we plan that. But then if the 3rd time in the week you're on your cycle and you're like, oh, breathing right now is just like, I just want stillness and softness, maybe you choose a different breath type, or you choose to just meditate, lie, and nurture yourself and give yourself a hug for 20 minutes. Like, have y'all ever just like lied in your bed and hugged yourself for 20 minutes intentionally? Yeah, Meg, so good. Even just like rubbing, just like I told you the other day, I had like a sexy party with myself, like not an actual sexy party, but like I was feeling me, you know, like, and I was like really just allowing myself to not feel weird for doing that and like enjoying the body I was given, feel a little bit of pleasure, you know, touch my skin and just allow myself to like feel good, which we all deserve to feel that. Thank you, babe. Thank you. And thank you for, you know, Aleda. What stands out for me with Aleda is she's not afraid. Speaking of expression, she expresses herself to me, which, you know, we hold spaces, but we don't always hear from everyone. And I get these beautiful love. Oh man, now I'm going to cry. Thank you, Aleda. I get these beautiful love notes from Aleda that just tell me how helpful or special, you know, and that you have no idea. You have no idea how meaningful those are for me. Because we don't always get to hear from everyone, and we don't need to hear from everyone. This is not why the work is done, but I think sometimes we forget to tell people like, you know, even just a family member or a friend, like, hey, by the way, like, this was really meaningful to me, you know, even just expressing that to someone is so heartwarming. And you've done that for me several times, and I've sat there and I like basked in your words. And you don't chat GPT, like she sits there and she really writes from like the pit of her heart. And I feel every word that you say, you know, and I can, it's so much love in that. So just know that when those have really made me feel loved is what I'm saying. So thank you. And for being here today too. It's so good. Thank you, babes. Thank you. Okay. Woo, we got a lot of things going on in here today. Okay. I'm going to stop on this because I have 3 minutes. I love you all so very much. I truly mean that. And what do I want to leave us on? We have 1 more day left. Please be here tomorrow. Tomorrow's our big closing ceremony. It'll be an hour and a half, but knowing me, probably 2-hour call. So if you have that space and time, please try to join. We will be doing the announcements of our challenge winners. We'll be on the call. There will be embodied leadership. So that's like embodied authority. This is an important piece. So this is like that final piece of the metamorphosis when now we're getting into expression and then we start to own it. What does it mean to own it? And not in an egotistical way, the feminine way. How does it feel to own our truth and start being not only seen in the world, but impacting? Like there's that through line. So tomorrow is going to be a lot about leadership and embodied feminine authority. How does that sound to you guys? Yeah, let's go. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Can you sprinkle each other right now? This is for you guys. Woo! Also, we have Leah, right? In half an hour, someone you don't want to miss. It's so wild. I think she posted once and we got, I don't even know how many signups for her. It was wild. I was like, wow. She like sometimes energetically, like, I'm like, I wonder what this session is going to be like. Cause clearly there's something really potent waiting for us. So she's going to do vocals as well. And she, does it in such a raw, funny, authentic, like she's a breath of fresh air. So you'll definitely want to be on hers. She's our final thought leader. That's not me. So I'll be the last one tomorrow. So if you want to jump in, please come join us. She's amazing. Also in the chat, Quinn, if you can put in our school community, again, this is ending tomorrow. So I'm happy to keep that free school community open just to keep chatter in there and like keep that community going. And I will also have some little gifts I was going to mention it today, but I think I'm just going to mention it tomorrow. Little gifts for you guys with going slightly deeper as well. And tomorrow on the call, I know I've had some beautiful connection calls with a few of you, as well as some of you that have signed up for SheCode Academy. So I just want to like sprinkle you as well. And for those of you that are joining us, I'm going to tell you guys more about that. So for those of you that had questions and all of that, we're going to go through that really thoroughly at the end of the call tomorrow. So I'll make sure to give you guys as much details as possible on that. And anything else I'm missing, Quinn? Oh, actually, if you want to put that in there too. If so, before tomorrow's call, if you were someone that was like, well, what is that exactly? I know she keeps saying it on the call, but what is it? Can you put the SheCode Academy link there? So please click that. Have a peek at it. It's very thorough. You know me, I'm a very thorough and I like things to be organized, and you'll see all the different modules that we're going to be getting into and all the things like the feminine nervous system, what trauma informed is, what transference means, how not to become codependent with the person you're holding, how to create agency, how to create a safe space. You know, I know some of the words today that were shared was like, wow, how do you create space that's so safe? Like there is like a natural innateness of that, but there's also things you can do that helps create really safe spaces for people to be able to go to the depths that they want. So these are just little pieces of stuff in their neuroscience. I mean, there's so much. I'll tell you guys everything tomorrow, but definitely please be on that call. And thank you for your time and your love and for showing up each day. And if you're new today, thank you for being here. Welcome to the party. We've had an emotional party that's gone every single way over the last 10 days. And finally, thank you so much for just holding me in my truth today, and the truth and the rawness of what is authentic to me, and being so gracious with that. So. All right. I love you all. I will see you in 30 minutes for our final thought leader call, okay?